Mic check 1, 2. We here. We're live. It's time for the dope dealers. Party people, ladies and gentlemen. Crackheads, nuns, teachers. Welcome. It's the first
episode.
The Dope Dealer Podcast. I'm your boy Jamal Doman, the People's Champ.
I'm Tobe Hixx.
We here, man.
Yeah.
A year in the making.
Yeah.
Wow, God is good.
Yeah, we here now.
Yes, man. Shout out to the Comedy Pop-Up, all the people over there doing big things and, allowing us a platform to finally get this podcast that we've been talking about for a year now. We're here. It's time for the Dope Dealers, man. First thing, I'm Jamal Doman Tobe Hixx, my partner. I guess people are going to first ask us, why did we name it the Dope Dealers?
The reason we named it the Dope Dealers is because I used to sell dope. Yeah. And we're going to have the dopest conversation that you'll be able to find on the airwaves. Yeah. We're going to have the dopest people on the show. It's just going to be dope.
Yeah, and so when that word dope, don't let it scare you. We're not talking about actual dope. We're talking about dopeness, freshness, liveness. It's here. That's the dope that we're bringing you. Dope conversations. We're going to talk about everything, man. Politics, sports. We're both comedians. We're going to get into that. So it's, that dope, because I told somebody we named it the Dope Dealer. One of my homegirls, she, one of them.
Bougie.
Bougie. She's like, why you, the Dope Dealers, why you named it, why you don't want people to look at you like, listen.
People gonna look at me like that because that's the way I was.
Exactly.
There's no other way to look at me. So.
I sold dope for like 3 months, so I guess. But we're selling different type of dope.
Yeah,
freshness.
Exactly.
So that's what we here for, man.
She was tripping.
Yeah, she was tripping, but she's always like that. So let's introduce ourselves to the people. I mean, some people may know us, some people may not know us.
We North. Jamal from North Philly. I'm from North Omaha. So we just North.
And we both live in North Hollywood now.
Yeah.
Or we met in North Hollywood, I guess.
Yeah. So we just North.
So let the people know about Tobe Hixx. Are you from North Omaha? You're a stand-up comedian.
Well, we're going to start off with the background, how I used to sell drugs. And see, actually, when I thought about the podcast, first thing that came to my mind was naming it Crack Dealers. I used to sell crack. And Jamal was like, hey, maybe we should call it dope. And now I'm glad we did choose dope.
Exactly.
Crack
it was going to be, we were going to be, and my homegirl would have had a heart attack if I
Crack Dealers,
the Crack Dealers. So we PG'd it out a little bit.
Yeah. So we came up with that. But the concept,
Or about yourself, Tobe Hixx. Who is Tobe Hixx?
Tobe Hixx is a comedian who's been working for a couple decades doing stuff.
What's some of your credits? Give them your credits.
Yeah, I've traveled all over the world, been to 15 countries performing for the military, Iraq, Afghanistan, Bahrain, Germany, done literally thousands of shows across the world.
Stand-up comedian. Album out.
Got an album on iTunes
BT
now.
Comic View.
Laugh or Die. Yeah, so I mean, we have a real resume here. So we're gonna and most people who tune in, they've seen us or heard whatever, and we're looking forward to all the new people that will get to know us.
You're currently opened up for one of the hottest comics in the country.
Yeah, man. I'm working with my man Felipe.
Shout out Felipe.
What's up, fool?
I remember I booked Felipe for a gig. Remember my Oxnard gig? Well, we had a big one. I used to do the small one, but then once in a while I booked Felipe. Maybe about 5 years ago for Oxnard. I paid him $500, and he was happy about that.
Yeah, that was before Last Comic Standing.
That was me. Chuck Dennis. Shout out to Chuck Dennis, and that's what I loved about Chuck Dennis and Oxnard, the promoter. He, no matter what crowd we had, he always had our money. Never shorted us anything. Never had us. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you.
Big shout out to Felipe. Taking me out there on the road with him. That's all. We always have a great time and shit, man.
That was just in New York recently, right?
Yeah. We was in New York. We did a PlayStation Theater right in Manhattan.
And who hosted? Tell people who hosted.
Oh, Luis Guzman. Felipe got Luis Guzman to host. So You know, he don't really do comedy, but he was funny, you know.
And he from New York, right?
Yeah, he's from New York. So everybody, I mean, it was good to have him on the show because everybody knew him. He loosened the crowd up.
If you guys don't know who Luis Guzman is, he's the pudgy, ugly Puerto Rican character actor. Has been in about 50 movies, Carlito's Way.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was a wild night because so after the show, I went to the club with him and his son, and oh, man, it was wild.
His son looked just like him?
Yes. Well, his son, he do resemble him, but no, his son, I would have to say, ladies probably consider him a little more handsome than his pop.
Well, Luis been in a lot of movies, so I'm sure he does well for himself.
Oh, yeah, he's doing great. Shit, he's doing great.
So, after the party, what y'all do?
We went to the club, though, and at one point, he said to me, Tobe, I'm too old for this shit here. I fucking fell out. He said, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Cause he's been, how old? I gotta look up Luis, say how old he's been. He's been around.
He's like about 60.
He's been on a ton of movies.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. But it was a great time with Luis. And then also that night, something special happened. I got to hang out and meet Lisa. And I hung out with her and her boyfriend. And it was a real good time. What the crazy part is, they drove me to the club.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the back seat, Lisa in the front seat, her boyfriend, just me and them. And I said, damn, I'm in the car with Lisa. Wow. On Coke Jam.
Yeah, you know pictures? You got pictures?
I got pictures. Okay. Yeah. So shout out to Felipe. Before I forget, save the date, Phoenix, Arizona, will be at Stand Up Live, March 9th through 11th. Get that out there right now.
Yeah, I'm on IMDb. Yeah, Luis been working he was born in 56 or whatever that age is. He's been he's been working since like 77, 83, 85. So he's
been putting in work.
He was in Crocodile Dundee Part 2. He was there, yeah.
Yeah, he's been putting in work.
So shout out to a stand-up comic. Tell me about your family. You got a family?
Yeah, I'm from I'm gonna go back to originally. I was born in Miami. Only stayed there for 6 months, and then went to Omaha, Nebraska, where my family was already at. So I'm basically from Omaha, Nebraska. My mother was just down in Miami fucking around, and just down there. You know, she was originally from Omaha too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and most people say, damn, black people in Nebraska? Yeah, it's a lot of us, and, you know, we go hard in Nebraska. That's one thing about my hometown. Every comedian that has ever went there and knew that was my town, they came back and said, man, your town is crazy. You know, everybody have a good time, so.
I did it. Remember I came like 10 years ago?
Yeah, remember you had Thanksgiving dinner at my grandmother's house?
Yeah, I had a good time. What club? What was that club we did with Jabber Gold, right? Michael Blackson was on that gig?
Yeah, my man. Yeah, Michael was on the gig, and me, you, and Jabber Gold. Shout out to Jabber Gold in Omaha, my homeboy.
You remember that night, you had one of your homies, brother, he had a white girl with him, and the white girl was checking him all night?
Yeah, that's my homeboy. I grew up with Andre.
Yo,
oh man, yeah.
So Tobe had a friend, Andre. Man, he came to the show with his girl, his wife or his girl,
his girlfriend. They was, they had kids together.
She was a white girl.
Yeah,
man, she was disrespecting him all night. Like
she was the white girl that's been with sisters. She grew up with sisters, so I wasn't that way.
And I'm looking at him like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, grow a set of balls. Like she's talking reckless to him. I'm talking about like, I guess one time he took a look at another game, wasn't even, and she checked him on that. I'm like, who?
Hey, no, but hey, I know we about to really go off base, but I got a greater story. This because it's the same couple.
Are they still together?
No, they ain't together.
He ain't choke her yet.
Oh man, no, he got away from her, but in one sense, he got away from her.
Oh, well, good for her.
But I don't know that he got another crazy one.
White girl,
but he attract them like that. That's how Andre do. Yeah, that's what he do. But this was the wildest shit that happened. One time. We went there, and Honest John, I took Honest John back to my hometown to perform. So me and Honest went, and so after the show, actually that was me, Honest John, and Lonnie Love. We had a good time. That was back in the day. So my man Dre dropped me and Honest John off at the hotel, like say 2 o'clock in the morning or so. So here's where the dope dealers come from. So Andre drops us off, and he don't go home. Now, you know how crazy the white chick is from when you met her. So he don't go to the
still
crib.
with it. This is still...
Yeah, the same one. Okay. It's the same one. So he don't go home. He goes fucking around with some other women, doing what he's doing. That's when, he started smoking.
Maybe that's why she was acting crazy.
Yeah, he was on dope, too. So that was part of his problem. So he on dope. He's smoking crack, so he don't go home. Now, here's where it get wild. Me and Honest John, I'm in the hotel. I'm fucked up. I'm passed out.
Yeah.
So when he don't come home, his girl called my girl.
Oh, wow.
So picture it's 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning in Nebraska. It's like 2 in the morning in Cali. She called my girl, wake her up.
Looking for him?
My ex, my baby mama, call her, wake her up and say, hey, Andre ain't came home and Tobe with him.
What she got to do with it?
And hold on, listen. And they probably got some bitches and blah, blah, blah.
And get your girl hyped up.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So then now my girl, she's calling me whatever. I'm in the room just sleep.
Out. Yeah.
I ain't answer shit, whatever.
So now she thinking y'all got bitches at the cocaine at the hotel room. You know how women think.
All because his girl did that shit.
Yeah.
And then after she turned my motherfucking house into an uproar. Then she just tried to call me and apologize and shit. I was like, are you crazy? Well, I knew she was crazy, so that was a dumb question. But I'm like, I can't believe you did this to me.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I was mad at my boy because I'm like, yo, he ended up telling me that he didn't go home one other night, and she called one of the other homies. So your girl get down like that, and you gonna leave me? I didn't even know how she got my house number like that.
Oh my God!
I don't even know how she did it. How she got my number?
This pre-internet days. I don't know.
Yeah. So then, man, I was so mad at the both of them, man. I didn't talk to them for a long time. I was so mad. That shit was crazy. It took me a couple months to get my house back in order, and I hadn't even done shit.
Oh, my goodness, man. That's the life and times of Tobe Hixx, ladies and gentlemen, and his Omaha friends, man.
Man.
But I had a good time in Omaha. Well, you took me to a chicken place, a fried chicken. One of y'all know?
Yeah. Oh, it's still on and cracking. If you ever in Omaha, Nebraska, make sure you check out Time Out Chicken.
Yeah. Oh,
it's been going strong since I was a kid. Time Out Chicken on 30th.
That was 10 years ago, and I still remember that chicken.
Ain't nothing like a 3-piece and fry and the strawberry soda. They got the strawberry soda that they make. Yeah. Like, you can't find this shit nowhere else.
Ain't nothing like heart disease and high cholesterol. If you want it, you get it from
Time Out Chicken. Yeah, I love Time Out Chicken.
And of course, I'm Jamal Doman. A little bit about me. I'm also a stand-up comedian. Me and Tobe have known each other for over 20 years, man. And we've toured together. One of my good friends in the industry, man, and we've toured together overseas, Iraq, Afghanistan, Japan, all that good stuff, man. And I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to my Eagles. Yes. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. Okay,
I was glad they won.
Yeah, everybody was glad they won. So I'm out here in LA, out here doing my thing, and you see me on a lot of stuff. Also, I got an album out called Consequences and Repercussions on Uproar Records, and I'm on Laugh Tracks on True TV, Laugh Mob Laugh Tracks every Wednesday at 11 p.m. You can check me out, and you can hit me up on my Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, all that stuff. I'm Jamal Doman, JamalDoman, and I'm just out here, hustling and doing my thing and, trying to make the people laugh, trying to pay the rent. And that's about me, man. And on this podcast, man, we just going to bring it to you real raw because that's what we are. We can't fake it. I think that's why we maybe not more advanced and maybe in our career because we can't fake it.
Oh, yeah,
We ain't nothing fake about us. Like we tell it how it is and, Hollywood.
Yeah. We ain't kissed no ass. We didn't took the long, hard road. Yeah, but it's about the journey.
It's about the journey, man. It's not a race, it's a marathon. So we out here, man. Let's get up. We're gonna do something. We got a couple things going on for this hour. Each week you come with us, we're gonna have some little segments, and we're gonna start with our first segment. It's called Clown of the Week. Clown of the Week, where we just talk about a story that's happening and maybe something that just, strike my nerve. So, Clown of the Week this week is the mother of Jacob Copeland. Are you familiar with Jacob Copeland?
Yeah, man.
If you're not familiar with Jacob Copeland was one of the top high school recruits in the country. I think ESPN
Football.
300 football recruits. ESPN had him ranked as the 19th, so he's real good if you're 19th. So every college won him. He's 6 feet, 192. He's a wide receiver. Wide receiver.
Baller.
Yeah, baller. From Pensacola,
Florida.
California. Oh,
Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, it says California here, but okay, maybe
Pensacola's in Florida.
Okay. Yeah, recruiting notes say he possesses game-breaking speed on the perimeter. So he's a baller. Everybody wants him, you know. Now, this week, it's National Signing Day. That's a big day. That's when all colleges, signing recruits.
Say where they're going to go.
So a lot of recruits have a big, whoop-de-doo. What they do is they have their family in there. So ESPN sometimes
now
films it. And so anyway, he had a big whoopie-doo. He had his family, and they announced what college you're going to. It's supposed to be like one of the best days for a kid.
It is.
Big day,
it is the best day because you can choose where you want to go.
Exactly.
If he going to the next level, he can't choose where he going to go.
Exactly.
So this is the best day he going to have for a while.
And it's a big family event. It's a family fair. It's your coaches. It's your teammates. It's a big thing. It's your schoolmates. So, and ESPN is usually there. So anyway, he had his big thing and he announced, I guess his final 3 was the University of Tennessee. Shout out to the Volunteers down there. Alabama, Crimson Tide, and the Florida Gators. Those was his 3 finalists. So he's here with his mother. His family is here. I guess his coaches. He has all the hats.
Yeah, everybody there.
And he chose the Florida Gators. SEC.
Great football school.
He's from Florida, so. But I guess his mother had an issue with that. His mother, while this was going on live on TV, when he announced that he was going to become a Florida Gator, his mother thought it was all about her and got up and walked out right as he's announcing. The camera's on him. He's being interviewed.
Yes.
The mother, she's dressed up in Alabama.
As soon as he put the Florida hat on.
She's dressed up in Alabama. She didn't, usually when the kid announces, he gives the mom a hug, gives the dad a hug,
She got on some neutral colors. Mom's came with her jersey on.
She did, yeah. If you go watch the video, go to our page, go to my page. I had a video on my page.
Thought she was going to Alabama.
She gets up and walks out in disappointment, and the kid is embarrassed because the announcer who did a little bit too much, that whoever was interviewing him, asked him, who just got up and walked out? And then the kid, I don't know.
They knew that was his mom.
Yeah, they knew. They said, well, why did she leave? He was embarrassed. So basically,
the mother, an older lady that looked just like you that got up and walked out.
Exactly.
The hell?
She kind of looked like Whoopi Goldberg a little bit. So she embarrassed them, and it's just sad. So she, I heard later on she came back because somebody must have got in her ear.
It's levels to this shit, though.
But just now, he will always be remembered. Hopefully he'll
be fine.
He'll make it to the NFL, have a great long career. But you can't embarrass your son like this.
And then she made the spot hot.
Yeah.
She made the spot hot on Nick Saban because obviously she wanted him to go to Alabama for a reason. It's got to be some bread behind it. I'm old school. Hey, you just don't get mad at no shit that ain't no money on the line.
It was a meme online like saying that she had to give Nick Saban that check back.
Shit. No. Once the boosters don't give a damn, once they give it to you, it's yours. If they take a loss, they take a loss. Them old rich white men, shit.
But it's just, it was just sad that she ruined his day. This is his day. This is your Sunday. I understand you, mama, you raised him. And
she should have talked to him before. Shit, if that was my son, I'd have said, hey, check this out, son. Nick Saban just shot me 100 G's. You going to Alabama?
The son gonna be like, you gotta give me half of that.
We just settled all that shit before we even got there. What the hell was wrong with her getting on TV and acting a fool? She should have told her son what was up. Because let me tell you something, brother. If it's my son and anybody offers money, that's the school he going to if he plays football. Because football is a dangerous sport. You're getting hit upside the head, all this shit, concussions. We're taking money the moment we can. Now, if my son's a top recruit in basketball, we don't have to take the money and take a chance on fucking up shit because if he's that good, he's only going to be one and done, so we'll be paid in 6 months anyway. But if it's football, I'm taking the bread if that's my child.
No.
And,
well, I think all these...
She just handled it the wrong way.
That's another conversation.
She should have told him, right? Yeah, but that's...
I think they should be paid.
That's a whole other thing, but I'm talking about... The money, it was some money on the line right then, because that's the only way that would make a mother do some shit like that.
She
ain't that goddamn mad because it's academics. He was supposed to be at Alabama studying this.
That's just selfish.
I mean, they just got the best farm school down in Alabama. Shit,
That's just selfish. So I think somebody got in the ear. She came back and she gave him a hug, but it's just like you should never. I don't like. I'm I'm Temple University that's my school. I rep it. But if my kid went to Villanova, I wouldn't be mad. I would be happy. I don't care. I want
on a full scholarship too. We ain't got to pay shit.
Let me tell you something. I'm Temple to the death, but if my kid go to Villanova, I will have a Villanova uniform and I'll be in Villanova stands cheering, screaming for my son.
She ain't got to pay nothing for school and she just gonna get mad and walk off.
Yeah, so Clown of the Week is the mother of Jacob Copeland. I don't even have her name. It doesn't even matter. But that's something you don't want to be. You don't want to be Clown of the Week. So watch out there, man. Don't be Clown of the Week, man. But keeping it in sports, man, I was another story. Your boy, Lavar, because you're a Laker fan.
Oh, yeah.
You're a Laker fan. I'm a Sixer fan. I rep all the Philly cities. So
let's go ahead and get that out. Yeah, I'm a Los Angeles Laker fan. Oakland Raider fan, Las Vegas Raider fan, Nebraska Cornhusker fan, Los Angeles Dodgers fan.
Yeah. So it's usually is with you because you're from Omaha, but so you and we got to come back to how we got to LA, but we'll get back to that. You're from Omaha, so you rep the Cornhuskers, but other than that, you rep all the LA teams.
Yes.
In Oakland too. Yeah.
Raiders. I've been a Raiders fan since I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm Philly. I'm Philly to the core. You even rep the Sparks. You rep the Sparks.
Oh yeah. LA Sparks.
The
Come
Defenders.
Come on.
If it's LA, you rep
Kings, everything.
I'm Sixer, Eagle, fly, Eagles, fly. Sixers, Eagle, Phillies. Anyway, so we get to your boy Lavar Ball acting a fool again. He made a comment. I don't know. I like him on some areas. He irritates me, and this area next, what we about to talk about, he irritates me because he said if the Lakers don't sign his other two boys, Lonzo is not going to re-sign with them. And that didn't cause the uproar. If the Lakers, so now Magic going to have to, at first I was agreeing with Magic ignoring him. You just ignore it. Just let him say whatever you want. Ignore him. It doesn't matter. But I think Magic going to have to check him publicly sooner or later.
But then all that, publicly, if he do it publicly, then it's just going to bring more attention to it. Yeah, LeVar, 98% of the things Lavar does, I love him. I love the way he's, been there for his kids, had the mental capability to move them to Chino, get them out the hood, all these things, be there for them. And not just his kids. See, one thing that people, they don't really realize is how many other kids Lavar helps. Every morning the kids are at his house working out. He's working out 40, 50 kids. So let's give it up for Lavar on that. But some of this shit, and even like when I could beat Barkley and Jordan, all that shit was fun and games. But you can't get all three of them on the Lakers. Come on,
what is he thinking?
Yeah, I don't know what he's.
That's not UCLA. This is not.
You can't get all three of them on there.
And the middle boy, I like him, but he's not NBA. The youngest one, I think, got a chance. Leangelo, whatever they name.
Yeah, Leangelo. The middle one fucked up when he stole that shit in China, because China, he was gonna be over in China playing till he stole that shit.
Yeah, I forgot all about it.
We can't have this motherfucker back. Yeah, Lavar, but he lost his mind on that one, talking about
at what point
Lonzo ain't even made it through a whole season yet.
But what point Lonzo is gonna have to say?
Right now, it's getting a little bit. Is
Lonzo going to have a Kobe Bryant moment that Kobe had with his father?
Well, hopefully. No, I don't think it'll get to a point to where they quit. I think he'll be able to sit down with his dad and just say, "Hey, Dad, we need you to chill, man." Because the things he say, that are funny, whatever, all those type of things. But the things where he puts Lonzo in a bad position in the locker room and with his coaches and players and shit.
Took a shot at Luke Wall. Yeah.
Now, that's the only type of shit I ain't feeling. But the Big Baller Brand and all that shit, I'm with you. I'm with you, LeVar. BBB. Fuck the BBB and that F rating. It's Triple Baller Brand. He killed me with that when they got an F. He's like, who is the better business brewer? 3 B's is Big Baller Brand.
Has anybody ever got their sneakers yet?
Yeah, that's funny. Steve Mace from Mason in Ireland on ESPN, shout out Mace. Mace said he ain't got his shit yet. He's pissed. He called his credit card company and they took the charges off.
So because he never
got him, yeah.
That is come on. I mean,
but Keyshawn got his, Marcellus Wiley got his. You know, they said they got their shoes.
But those are
so only the big cats get their shit.
Yeah, it's like
if you regular size, you don't get your shit yet.
And they look nice. I've seen them. I want to see them on people. I want to see people walking around with them on.
Yeah, and how he decided to do that for his kids and create that. I mean, that was brilliant, man. A lot of people. I remember when.
I like that. I like the.
I remember. I was so disappointed in a close friend of mine, a brother. He said to me, LaVar Ball is tripping. He should just take the money that Nike give him and shut up.
Well, that's the.
I'm like, just that slave mentality. Yeah, I was like, bro, I'm disappointed. And my same homeboy who said that, like 2 weeks later, he came back to me and said, I was wrong on that. No, he shouldn't just take the money. I'm like, nah, man, we can keep taking. That doesn't make sense. He trying something different. And the thing is, what was killing me when people was trying to kill him is that if it fails, Lonzo can still go get a shoe contract from anybody he wants, as long as he ball out.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Exactly. So yeah, your Lakers, that's... Speaking of the NBA, big trade deadline, the Cavs traded like half of their team, which they had to do.
Yeah, they had to.
They was looking sorry, but...
It was horrible.
I mean, it's just one game, but they look good the other night. I mean, I really like their trades.
And man, and it's tough. They had to do something, man, because I don't know. I mean, LeBron has lost more hair this season than his whole career combined. They had to do something, man. I mean, why don't he just cut it all off?
LeBron, come on, man. Speaking from two bald guys here,
man.
Because one of the names we thought about the podcast was the Bald Head podcast.
Yeah,
that was one of the names it didn't make it. But speaking from two bald guys, LeBron. It's time, brother. It's time to come on home. Come on to the team. Come on, LeBron.
It's starting
There's
to
nothing
look
else you can do.
It's starting to look like a Barbie doll on the top.
LeBron,
like
you can't CGI it no more. You can't. LeBron, it's time to cut all that off. But the thing about LeBron is I'm not sure if he has a bald head. You know how some people don't have a bald head?
Hey, he close to billionaire. He got a bald head.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, he don't have that head. I don't know if he's going to look right being bald.
Like, Kevin Durant ain't going to look right. He don't have a bald head. He got them wrinkles in his head.
Yeah.
They look like little bumps and like he got pimples on his head. So that's why now KD, if he hold on to his little beady ass hair, that's cool. But LeBron can just let his go. He'll be all right. I mean, but LeBron, which one has he got? You know what? It's either two things he should do. Either he should cut it all off or fucking just grow it like George Jefferson. One of the two. Fuck this in-between shit. Just do that. How about that? Just go to one extreme. Fuck the in-between.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean,
LeBron, it's time. Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, it's him and Stephen A. Smith, man. Them motherfuckers need to cut that. But I don't know, Stephen A.
Yeah, Stephen.
Yeah, he got a big-ass forehead.
Stephen is long. Yeah, Stephen definitely don't have a bald head. He knows that, too.
Yeah, he looked like he been wearing sun visors for like the last 30 years. Stephen A. Smith shit is fucked up.
Yeah, and it's fake too. He got it put in. He got that's not his real hair.
His shit is back even further.
You thought that was his real hair?
I just didn't know.
That's not Stephen A. Smith. You thought?
Yeah, I thought that was his real hair that started.
You probably thought Steve Harvey that was his real hair.
No, I ended up learning that that wasn't his real hair.
Steve Harvey was going bald when he taped Def Jam.
Yeah, you remember Olivia told us that Steve Harvey shit was fucked up.
Steve Harvey was going bald. If you watch his Def Jam, go to YouTube and watch his Def Jam.
When he had the cross colors. Yeah, when he had the cross colors on. I do remember.
So you don't go from going bald to have a perfect.
Yeah.
I remember I was dating this girl and I was trying to explain to her that Steve Harvey had the fake and she couldn't. It was just It was like I told her I was an alien. She had this look on, like, what? That's not his real hair? I said, no, that's not his real. I had to show her the old. She was just totally freaked out about it.
I seen somebody posted some shit talking about, we ain't gonna say nothing about JB Smooth having hair now. And I'm like, yeah, back up off JB Smooth. They talking about in the Crown Royal commercials. Somebody posted that shit.
Well, I posted, it's similar to, I posted a couple weeks on Facebook, we're not gonna say nothing about Deion Sanders having hair. Like,
that's hilarious, too.
Like Deion just showed up with some hair.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. but he just reappeared. With
Yeah. Right after Tony Romo said that shit to him.
Yeah,
back up off me, Tony.
Hey, so we got our question of the day. We're gonna do each week. We're gonna do question of the week. I guess you can say that. All right. So the question comes from what's the young lady? Abby, something, I can't figure her name out. But the question she said was, it's a relationship question. Would you marry somebody without knowing their credit score? I guess that's a big thing with,
That doesn't even make sense.
Would you marry somebody without knowing
Everybody
their credit score?
I ain't never known nobody's credit score. The credit score is them titties and that ass. That's the credit score. I ain't never known nobody's credit score.
Spoken like a true dude.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, yes, but women about, they're about, can we get a house with your credit score? Like, can we,
Well, the moment a woman asks me about my credit score, the relationship is over. Because now you too goddamn nosy.
Your credit score like a winning NBA score, 120, 125.
No, seriously, well, I guess if I was gonna marry somebody, then that's something to talk about. But then, damn, if you're gonna marry me,
yeah, because you're thinking about y'all getting a house and
I ain't never known nobody's credit score.
I was talking to a young lady.
So I guess I've been just handling shit the wrong. Maybe that's why I'm single.
I was dating a young lady and
she asked you about that?
Well, she didn't ask me about my credit score, but we did talk about getting a house, and she was it's funny, she was talking about, I got 70,000 saved towards the house. She was like, how much you got? I was like, I got 700 saved towards the house.
What the hell? And I got a homeboy that could be a roommate and cut down costs. She said she got 70,000 towards the house.
Towards the house, which is they don't do no that'd be cool in Oklahoma and Philly, but 70,000.
70,000 in Nebraska. Oh yeah. You be in there, you get a whole brand new house.
Yeah, but
you be living swell.
No, but I think it's a legit question. I definitely think if y'all talking about marriage, y'all should sit down and have that financial.
Yeah, if you're talking about marriage
conversation.
Yeah.
I said dating. Did I say the question was actually, would you marry somebody? Oh, maybe I messed up the question. Yeah.
If they had a low credit score.
No, would you marry somebody without knowing their credit score? That's
what you said. That is what you said. And I said, I've never known anybody's credit score. I was married. I didn't know her credit score. I knew she had a lot of shit, so I figured the credit score was cool.
But that was Rent-A-Center. That was all stuff for Rent-A-Center.
She had new cars.
Even though I think your credit got to be good for renting. I have never.
She had a house. She had new cars, so I didn't even check her credit score. She should have checked mine. I was fresh out of prison.
Well, I've been working on my credit in the last few years, and it has been a little better. So my credit, I think I'm at fair now. I don't know what the hell that means, but every time I look it up, it says you're at fair.
Yeah, fair is a place where pigs are judged. So I don't know what the fuck.
Is that good? You're fair. Well, at least it was worse than fair back. So I guess that's a. So yeah, I would say that if you're ready to get married,
if you're gonna get married,
sit down and have that.
I would have to agree with that. These days, 20 years ago, it didn't matter.
Now, if you're married, here's a little follow-up question: If you're getting married, should y'all have separate bank accounts or should y'all have a joint bank account?
Both.
Oh, both.
Yeah, she have her own, he have his own, and then they have one together.
Okay, so what do you put in which?
You keep some money for yourself. You put some into the fund for both of y'all.
Oh, okay.
Say, if the fund for both of y'all start going down quickly, then you might have to change that because then, they could either be shopping or buying dope.
Speaking of buying dope, that's Tobe Hixx' phone ringing right now, so we don't know what's going on with that. No, okay, I can see that. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Yeah,
man. You gotta monitor that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a homeboy of mine, and him and his wife. He hit me up one day, and he was like, "Man, I need to talk to somebody about something." And I was like, I was like, hey, go ahead. What you want to talk about? And he was saying, "Man, my wife be gambling. I found out she be gambling." And this is some real shit I'm telling you. Like, they both had good jobs. They both had a nice house. They were doing really, really well. Nice everything. Good jobs. And he just started noticing the money being gone out the bank account.
What?
And then she wasn't on drugs.
So they had a joint account.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But she started fucking up her account. They had separate shit too.
Oh, wow.
She started needing money, and he ended up finding out that she was a compulsive gambler, and he didn't even know. She was sneaking off to the casino all the time.
What?
Yeah, real talk, real life shit.
Oh my God. Yeah,
and she ended up having to get help, and they cool and they stayed together. I mean, it didn't tear up the marriage, but it damn near tore it up.
Well, I'm happy that worked out, man. That's wow. I've never,
And see, that's what people don't. Shit, gambling's worse than using drugs because you can only use so much dope. You're gonna pass out or something, depending on which drug you're using. But you can gamble as long as you're awake.
Yeah, I'm not a gambling guy. I don't, to me, I work too hard for my money to try to
I used to be a gambler. See, the key to gambling, though, is you got to be able to afford to lose the money. If you can afford to lose the money.
Well, that's what it is. I can't afford to lose the money.
Yeah, I'm saying if you can afford to lose the money, then you win. When I was in the streets hustling, I gambled every day. I mean, I remember.
What's the most money you made? You hit on gambling?
And one day one time I won like 10,000 at the casino at the crap table.
Wow. What's the most you ever lost?
Like 5,000. But it was so crazy. The night that I was at the casino on the crap table, I started off betting small or whatever and just kept letting it ride. And I wasn't even rolling the dice. I found this, it was this white lady in there. She was at the crap table. I kept betting on her the whole night. And she kept hitting. It got to a point where she got scared. She was like, I'm scared to roll the dice. You got so much of your money on the line. I was like, don't worry about it. Just keep going. I knew I would always go for, like, when I would go to side bet at the casino, I had to shit down to an art. I would play all the fucking numbers on the table, and I would bet my money on a female or older person. And that shit always works, man. If you ever watch old people at the crap table, they be hitting.
You know what? It's funny. We're gonna come back to the gambling. I got a question. I got a little story about the lottery. But before we get into that, obviously we're both stand-up comics. We've been in the game for a while. We know a lot of people, been around, seen everything. So of course, we always gonna touch on stand-up topics in the comedy world. And one of the big things in the comedy world, I guess Faizon Love went on the Breakfast Club and he was talking a little smack about Dave Chappelle. I guess it was a big thing. I guess he said that Dave was first thing, I guess he said it wasn't that funny, or he's white funny, or white people made him. So obviously that caused a lot of. Faizon is all, we both know Faizon. We know he don't bite his tongue. Yeah. Faizon doesn't bite his tongue, and he says what he wants to say. But to me, first thing to say that Dave is not funny is.
Did they ask him a question? I mean, how did this topic come up?
I guess they was just talking about. I'll bring it. I guess they was just talking about different stuff in the game and stuff like that, and Faizon just said that he thought Dave was over. Oh, he said Chappelle's show wouldn't have been funny if it wasn't for Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy writing made it funny.
Wow.
And he said Dave, came up and I actually put a post about this on Facebook. I think one thing what Faizon was trying to say is Dave did start out doing white rooms. That's how I opened up for Dave. I did a guest spot for Dave 1994 it was the Funny Bone in Philadelphia. It turned out later on it was the Laugh House, but at that time it was a mainstream white club. And Dave Chappelle was coming in, and I wasn't really familiar with him, but he came in, he was headlining. He was young, he was 21, he was the same age, 21, 22, something like that. So he was the same age as me at that time. This is 94. I was only doing comedy for like a year and a half. I only had like 10 minutes. So they let me do a guest spot, and I watched him. He was so fucking incredible. I'm like, this dude is the same age as me. Like, he's so much more advanced than me. He did this joke. It was a brilliant joke. I always remember. He did a joke about how they invented the N-word, the nigga, the word nigga. He did this whole thing about how they came up with the word, like back in the day, how they had the Klan had a meeting and said, it was just so brilliant, such a brilliant freaking joke. And but I did this, and I did some research on him at that time, and I noticed he was doing a bunch of. He was in with the white people, He was. Barry Katz at the time was managing him. Yeah. And he was doing a lot of mainstream. He wasn't really doing hood rooms because he didn't have to.
That's what I tell people all the time. Dave was a millionaire before black people even knew who he was.
He was already a millionaire at that time. He did Robin Hood Men in Tights, HBO was fucking with him. So Dave didn't come up in the hood scene because he didn't have to. He did Def Jam. Only reason I heard, when he did Def Jam, I heard he was on the fence about doing it, but I heard Russell and Bob Sumner convinced him to do it. Told him, yo, you would do it. You'd be funny. And he did it, and he was brilliant. I mean, he did it. But Nutty Professor, over the years, black people started knowing more about him. But in the 90s, Dave had some of the best development deals from networks. They was giving him development deals left and right, man. He did the Nutty Professor. And then
he was good.
And Chappelle's show was the one that really made him a household name. But niggas knew who he was a little bit even before that. So when Faizon say that white people made him, I think he's trying to say that he came up in the main. What happens is he did a reverse of what most black comics do.
Yeah,
most black comics start out in the urban scene
and then go
mainstream. He went mainstream and then went to urban. So that's what he's saying. But trying to say that Charlie Murphy was definitely an important piece of Chappelle's show, but
and to say he's not funny and all that.
And say he's not funny, like, come on, man.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, Faizon.
But Faizon does this like once a year. I think he does something just to keep his name out there and just to act a fool. But I didn't even know he was Cuban, born American. I'm looking at his Wikipedia. Did you know that?
Yeah, Faizon, he was in San Diego.
He's Cuban?
He went to high school down in San Diego, so when I first moved to California, that's where I went, and I had family down there. So
he was born in Santiago. He was born in Cuba. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, Langston Faizon Santi. I can't even pronounce his last name. I didn't know that. Everybody know him as Faizon Love. So Faizon, we love you, but we ain't down with you on that, man.
No, we can't co-sign on that one.
Dave is a freaking genius, and hopefully whatever issues y'all got, or you got some issues with him, hopefully y'all work that out, man. Another story coming back to the gambling thing I want to talk about is a lady from Massachusetts. I don't know if you heard this. A lady from Massachusetts, I think. She won the Powerball. I'm trying to bring this up. She won the Powerball. She won like
spending her money on that.
No, she won like $500 million, but she doesn't want them to release her name. So right now she's in court. She wants to be kept, because this has been going on. I've heard this a while, like, because lottery rules are they have to release the name if you win, because I guess it's some kind of, it has to be known to the public, like. Because the public, if you ain't releasing no name, well, how we know somebody getting
won?
The money? Like,
okay.
So they have to be, they have to be transparent. But this lady, she's saying that she doesn't want her name. People know that she,
I win $500 million. You can release anything you want on me. Change your name. Get a different look. Move away from wherever you at. You got all this money and to go to another country.
No, I'll be honest. If I win $500 million, I wouldn't want people to know I won $500 million.
I understand
that on the
pressure. I understand the pressure that would be. But let's just say it's a situation like this and they got to release your name. Hey, just move away from where you was at. It's ways around it. Don't sit. What you think? What you gonna do? Go back to work? You mean don't release my name?
Yeah, but they don't. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people win the lottery. There's a lot of people don't show up for work one day. You just think, hey, man.
And I understand the pressure that it would be if everybody found out all of a sudden you've won that much money. I understand that, but
okay, I got the story. I had the state mixed up. A New Hampshire woman who says she has a Powerball ticket that won $560 million jackpot wants a court order allowing her to stay anonymous, saying that she made a huge mistake in signing the ticket without consulting a lawyer first. The woman, identified as Jane Doe, filed a complaint last week in Superior Court saying she signed the back of the ticket following the January 6th drawing, the nation's 8th largest lottery jackpot. She thought she was required to do so as directed by information on the State Lottery Commission website. Under New Hampshire law, a lottery winner's name, town, and prize amount are public information. But after a woman contacted a lawyer, she learned that she could have shielded her identity by instead writing the name of a trust. The woman hasn't turned in her ticket yet, but she showed lottery officials a photocopy of the front. She said lottery officials told her that she would be compelled to disclose her identity if someone filed a right-to-know request, which the media will do. Her lawyers argue her privacy interest outweighs the insignificant public interest in disclosing her name. So it's really, do you believe her privacy outweighs public interest of knowing who won this, you know?
Dope dealers. That's a crackhead move. All that shit is crackhead. That's paranoia. She's on some cocaine. That's why she don't want people to know now. Because all that money, she can move. Like I said, she got lawyers.
Well, why she got to move away?
I'm just saying she could do whatever. I don't mean she had to move exactly away, but I mean she could shield herself some. And she said she didn't hire lawyers to try to figure out a way. She ain't went and got her money yet. Oh, that's some crackhead shit.
Yeah, I would have been got that. I would have been got that money. She wishes to continue this work and the freedom to walk into a grocery store or attend public events without being known or targeted as the winner of $500 million. I kind of agree with that. Like if you, come on, you know you can't go nowhere. That's that nigga who got a. Hey Jamal, look, I need 100,000. You know everybody gonna be calling you.
But they gonna do that. But the bottom line is this. Okay, look at all the lottery winners in the past, the people that won a big amount of money. I wouldn't know them motherfuckers if they walked right by me. The only way I would know them is if it was a family member or a friend.
Yeah.
So how the fuck the general public, everybody in the United States ain't gonna know this bitch? She's tripping. She dope dealer. That's a crackhead move.
But it's under law. Like lottery all over. The lottery has to name. She's not gonna win this case. They're gonna find out who it is. If she won her money, they gotta name your name. So it's like, bitch, you want this $560 million?
Change your name. How about that? How about that? You can do that for $75.
But I would love to be. I would love to be rich and nobody know I'm rich.
Well, yeah. Because there's a lot of people out there like that.
Yeah, driving.
Yeah.
Just regular cars.
I mean, even like Warren Buffett, people didn't know Warren Buffett. I mean, like, they didn't know exactly who he was till like in the last 10, 15 years. Warren Buffett lived in my hometown of Omaha, and when I grew up, I didn't even know about Warren Buffett, and he was right in the same town I was.
Wow.
You know, until I didn't know about him until I got a little older and realized that he stayed in the same house that he'd been living in all along, kept everything the same, still driving old-ass cars. Everything, man. The money ain't changed him. But I mean, I understand she wants some money and she, you know, but that's a crackhead move.
But New Hampshire's, so I guess in New Hampshire is one of a handful of states that allow trusts to let me get this word together, to anonymously claim lottery prizes. So if she would have put it in trust, she could have kept it.
Well, if she's doing that much, buying lottery tickets all the time, she should know the stipulations because, you know, that way she know in case she won. Because it just happened to be a whole bunch of money this time, but it didn't have to be, you know, even if it wasn't all this, as weird as she's acting, she don't want nobody to know shit.
So I think what another thing I think when you win these big prizes, you can either get a lump sum up front,
or you can get it
because you don't get the 400. What's she?
I want it all. No, I'm getting a lump sum. I'm taking it all. You can get it all. Or you can get it in.
Yeah, but it's not 560.
No, but
you
by
get
the time
like,
they take
after
taxes and all
like
that,
250.
Probably be 300, something like that.
Ain't bad.
Yeah, 300 million. Give me all my shit.
Yeah, give it because you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. You know. Hey, before I forget, I got a number 818-916-1818. That is the new hotline for Dope Dealers Podcast. You can call that number anytime if you want to suggest a topic, a show idea. We in Hollywood, if you want to a certain celebrity guest, whatever you want. 818-916-1818. You can send a text, whatever. Hey, remember that number, Dope Dealers Podcast, 818-916-1818. And
we will be having dope guests on the show. This is our first show, so we kind of wanted to introduce you guys to us. But next week we got some incredible guests, and we're you know, obviously we're in LA, we're in the entertainment industry, so we're going to have a lot of freaking dope guests on the show. So please check us out for the future.
Like next week, episode 2, Jason Washington.
Jason Washington, yes, the our comedian friend who started doing porn, and now I guess he's back to doing comedies. We're gonna have him.
Yeah,
next
what
week,
a career he's had. He went from comedy to porn back to comedy.
He's gonna tell us all the porn stories.
He's been making people laugh. He's been fucking, and now he's back to laughing.
He's gonna be I got some stories. Listen, he told me one of his stories. He got some, so he's gonna tell us all his porn stories. Jason Washington be next here. So we'll have guests every week. This is just our first week, so we wanted to introduce you guys to us. Yes, please tell a friend, man.
Tell a friend.
We're gonna be here, man. We gonna be here.
This is episode 1 of 10,000.
And you can get in touch with us we're all online. Instagram, Tobe Hixx.
Tobe Hixx, TOBEHIXX. Instagram, Twitter, TOBEHIXX.
Yes, and I'm Jamal Doman, at Jamal Doman, JamalDoman. Please let us know. Like Tobe said, if you got some guests that you want us to, and listen, we're gonna have pimps, comedians, hustlers, real estate agents, therapists, hoes,
Bloods, Crips,
homeless people, blood, Crips. We're gonna have all types of guests on this show, man. We may even get this lottery winner if she want to become known. We may get her on the show, but we're gonna have all.
She can pay me to help her stay unknown.
Yeah, exactly.
I hide her right at my house. I go get everything she needs. Just bring it back to the house. Shit.
Yeah, so we're gonna have all types of, each week, man, we're doing funny stuff, more, clown of the week, man, question of the day, all types of stories, man, we're going to talk about, man, and we're going to have incredible guests, man, and that's how we're going to do it, man.
You got something you want to talk about, like I said, give me a call or send a text with an idea, whatever, 818-916-1818.
Yes. You can on email. You can hit me up at JamalDoman@gmail. JamalDoman@gmail. You can hit me up and listen. We here, man. Shout out to Comedy Pop Up, man. We here. The Dope Dealers, man. I'm trying to think anything. Black Panther come out this week. Well, by the time this come out, Black Panther will already be out. But hopefully everybody go see it, man. I think it's going to be an incredible movie, man.
Check this out. Hey, if you know any artists, who got some real gangster music, who would like to, basically submit a song, for it to be aired on our show. We looking for a theme song.
Yeah, we need a theme song.
Yeah,
so
we looking for a theme song.
Make a theme song for us. Yeah.
Think on the level of Too Short, Crack Dealers. Oh, that was one of the greatest songs ever. Or Ice Cube,
something like
Summer Vacation, something on that type of level.
Yeah, anything.
We stepped on the plane. 4 gang bangers, professional dope slangers.
Yeah, so please, and listen, if you do poetry, if you got talent, you want to come on the show, we would love to have you. Let us know if you can sing. You want to tell a poem? You got an incredible story. We'd love to have you.
818-916-1818.
Yes. So I think, did we touch on everything? Anything else?
No, that'll do it. Thanks for listening.
Yes.
Till next time.
We love you guys, man. I'll be at the Apollo Theater, New York City, March 1st. Thursday, March 1st, I'll be at the Apollo Theater performing. Thursday, March 1st, New York City. Man, come check me out, man.
Catch me at Stand Up Live Phoenix with my man Felipe Esparza, March 9th through 11th. Phoenix, Arizona, Stand Up Live, March 9th through 11th.
Shout out to my whole family. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to them Eagles. Shout out to the whole North Philly, Temple University, my family. I love you guys, man.
North Omaha, we in the house, baby. North Omaha.
Booty hoo! We out. It's the Dope Dealers.
Dope Dealers.